Aloha mai kako. Welcome to Kulāiwi. This is the 13th in a series of 24 Hawaiian language lessons sponsored by Kamehameha Schools, Bishop Estate, in collaboration with the State Department of Education. O e KELA kani aupi o kroja ku uinoa. A o ki kumu no KEIA papa o lelo Hawaii. A makemake wau e mahalo aku ia o ko no ko o ko nana ana mai KEIA ka kahiaka. Makemake wau e mahalo hoi ia o ko no ko o ko nana ana mai I KEIA kauwela aku nei. A mena kahea kelepona ana mai iau. Ninau ina ninau like ole kuka me iau. Makemake wau e mahalo o ko no ko aloha ana mai iau. Mana wahi like ole apau. Mana hale kuai na hale aina. No ka mea he mea olu loa KELA. No leila mahalo ia o ko apau. Okay, so everyone's sitting there going, oh, okay, we noticed the advanced lesson, but you went a little bit fast, so let's try again. I wanted to say mahalo to all of you for watching, especially those of you who watched again during the summer to make sure you are all ready, all brushed up for the start of these lessons. 13 to 24 will be more advanced. We'll be looking at how to expand the sentences, the patterns that we've learned in 1 to 12. Say like we had simple verb sentences where all we could say was, I go, you eat, they sing, we read, okay? But now we're going to be able to actually talk in a specific tense so that we can say, I ate, you'll sing tomorrow, you know, and actually use it in the time periods that we'd like to. So we'll be looking at that. We'll also be looking at different kinds of patterns. We'll be looking at idioms, little things that we say in Hawaiian that make us sound more Hawaiian, okay? Remember, this class is more conversational than it is grammar. And so it's a matter of just, I give you a line, and then I tell you where you can substitute to make, you know, different kinds of sentences, different kinds of sentences, but with the same pattern. If you're a new language learner and you're just watching for the first time, you may feel like you missed out 1 through 12. You won't be able to catch up. Hopefully, today we're going to do a review. So we'll go from the very beginning to about where we ended in 12, and just review things like this, that, where, how to say I want something or do you want something, how to say here something is. Okay, so we'll be practicing those patterns. This set also focuses on Kunane, played by Kulāiwi Lesson. He's graduating from high school, and then he has a graduation party. He moves into the dorm. What else does he do? He does all kinds of things. But we follow him through his activities, and we learn new patterns from there. This time, our format is a little different, okay? We're only going to have 6 different vignettes because I was thinking, you know, we put a lot of energy into making these vignettes, and I think sometimes you're at home and you see it twice during the show, but that's still not enough. So what's going to happen is the vignettes that you'll be seeing today, you'll also see next week, but next week we'll be focusing on different patterns within the same vignette. So today we'll be reviewing those patterns that you should recognize in the vignette. And then next week, we'll be looking at those patterns that you probably didn't understand at all, okay? So don't worry. This is actually the hook, you know, to make sure you watch next week, okay? Remember, this show is interactive, and so you can call during the show and ask questions. For those of you who are watching and maybe thinking these are, you know, today's show, let me give you the date so you know that you're watching it on September 2nd, okay? This is a September 2nd show. And so if you're watching now, today you can call in and ask questions because we're hoping that we can rerun these shows. And if we can, I'll be letting you know when it'll be happening, okay? The other thing is we don't have any curriculum booklets for this set. And some of you are screaming and going, oh no, how come? What are you doing? because we thought of a better way to bring it to you. So it'll be in your midweek magazine starting next week. Next week in your midweek magazine. Open it up, take a look through, and in there you'll find the September 9th lesson for Kulāiwi, okay? And then you can follow along. Remember I said cut it out, put it somewhere safe, like on your refrigerator, so that Saturday morning you can just pick it up and look through it, okay? Those of you on the neighbor islands, unfortunately midweek doesn't go to you, and so I'm inviting all of you who live on the neighbor islands to please call our hotline, okay, the Kulāiwi hotline, so that we can send you a copy of the lesson, okay, for each week. And these are neighbor island viewers only, because Oahu viewers, you're lucky, it's coming right into your home through the midweek magazine. However, if you don't receive midweek, then, you know, give us a call and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so the number for the hotline, Kulāiwi hotline, is 842-8059. Okay, 842-8059. Call that number, leave your name and your address and your phone number, because sometimes you say your address so fast that I can't get it, and then there's no way we can find you to get the correct address. So the name, address, phone number, speak clearly, slowly, so that we can make sure we send it to the right place, okay? Also, people have been inquiring whether we will ever be reproducing lessons 1 through 12 again, the copies of the videotapes. We'll be taking orders. What happened was we took orders up until May 31st for lessons 1 through 12, and then we took them out to be reproduced. After that, we got a whole slew of calls saying, well, can we have, 1 through 12? We needed 50 orders. I think we're up to about 40. And so if you are still interested in purchasing the videotapes, the copies of 1 through 12, the set 1 through 12, please call this number, 842-8876, right here on your screen, okay? 842-8876. That's a recording right now during the weekend. So call, leave your name, your number, and your name, your address, and your phone number, and someone will send you an order form, and you can do what you have to do, okay? Which is send the order form back with a check, and then they'll be able to make copies for you. Make sure you specify that you want 1 through 12, because we're also going to be taking orders for 13 to 24. If anyone is interested in getting copies for this show, 13 to 24, please leave your name, address, phone number at the same number, 842-8876, and someone will get an order form to you for lessons 13 to 24, but specify which set you want, 1 through 12 or 13 to 24. If you want both 1 through 12 and 13 to 24, then that's what you have to tell them, okay? Remember, this is a key thing to remember. 13 to 24 is live right now. We're going to run from September 2nd, I think, to November 18th. And so what that means is you won't get your videotapes until the last show is shown, okay? And then we take it over to be reproduced. Then they send it back to us. Then we send it out to you. So it's not like you're going to get it in a snap. Okay, so just to remind you and let you know that that's how long it takes for you to get your tapes. Okay, what's my last number that I need to give you? Okay, so that you can call into the studio if you have any questions, you have any concerns, okay, about today's lesson or about any of the lessons that you've seen before. Number here on Oahu is 956-5670. And our ohana on the neighbor islands, please feel free to call 1-800-342-7949. Okay? Once again, the number here on Oahu, 956-5670. And neighbor islands, 1-800-342-7949. Okay? Now, I see a lot of people during the week who will say, oh, I want to call, but I'm so ashamed. You don't need to be ashamed. We cannot see your face, okay? Just call and ask your questions. You can make your comments too. But, feel free to call, because that's what this show is all about. It's a chance for me to respond to to what you need and to your questions, okay? Today, we're going to Kuʻaihele, okay? Kuʻaihele ko shopping. Ikino, olelo oko, Kuʻaihele. Did you say that? Kuʻaihele? Okay. Hanaho, Kuʻaihele. Maikai. Okay, we're going to Kuʻaihele ma Kawila Maxwell. Anybody knows where Kawila Maxwell is? You don't get a prize, but they get a plug, okay? Windward Mall, and it has beautiful Hawaiian gifts, and they're responsible for allowing us. We want to mahalo the owner of Kawila Maxwell for allowing us to use aqua bowl and our basket from the store today. Okay, mahalo nui. But today, Kunane and a couple of his friends, Keawe and Kekoa, go out to Windward Mall to look for a graduation gift for Kunane's mea aloha, okay, kau'i. And so they're walking through through Windward Mall, and he asks, you know, if they know where this store is. And they think about it, and they point out where this store is. Now I'm going to tell you everything because, you know, I want you to try to at least understand what's going on in this little vignette. Okay, so they get up into the store, then they talk story with the person who's selling them things. Listen to that conversation. There's a lot that you can pick up if you've been watching 1 through 12. There's a lot that's being reviewed in this vignette. Of course, there are a lot of new things too, but don't worry about all the things that are new. Pay attention to the things that you do know. That's, to me, one of the key things about learning language is that you never try to be concerned about all those things that you don't know, all the little words, all the vocabulary, but you pay attention to the mannerisms, the actions of the people, the expressions on their face, and then you kind of link that to the words that they're using. And then you look at the things they're picking up and they're talking about, and then you try to match that all up. It's a lot of work, but it's pretty much common sense, okay? And that you can do that, okay? So watch what happens. Watch where he points to what they're looking at. Listen to what they're saying, okay? Pay close attention to what's going on. And after you're watching, then I'll join you again and we'll go through each part and see if you picked up little things here and there, okay? So let's take a look at our vignette. Ahui ho'aku, aloha.
Pololi au.
Pololi mau oe.
Ai, oe ki kumu I kaika o. Makemake oe ai kume ono?
Ka ole, maala, ma o nau.
Ai mahea ke la hale ku ai hou.
Ka hale ku ai hea?
Ke la hale ku ai hou me na makana Hawaii o Kawila Maxwell. Ike o, he hale ku ai hou. Oia no ka u o lelo.
Ai ke la hale ku ai maluna o ka papahele elua. Koko ki ke ala pi I holo.
Ai, e hele aku kākou. Mai kai no mako mahalo a o oe?
Paahana no laila haoli wau. Pehea wau e kukua ia oko I KELA.
Makemake wau e kuai ka makana puka kula.
Ai hiki no, he wahine aiole he kane oia.
He wahine. He aha? He wahine? Ai, he aha kou pilikia. A he mea, oe ke la wahine o kau I. Ike oe?
E kala mai, e olo oi, e ai mo waho. Mahalo.
E hako pilikia. Ui loa o ka ui. Aka mai loa oia. Oia ke po'okela o kākou papa.
A oia, oia ke kumu makemake wau e kuai ka makana kui ka wā nāna.
O ai hiki no, e nā lole. He lole nani ki ia.
Ai, he lole nani no ke nā, a ka pēa ke la. Na honu, e haawi ana oe na honu I kau'i.
Ai, konane, a ole makemake ka wahine ka honu e kau ma ka paia.
E, nāna I KEIA. Makemake wau I nā lei pupu ni I hau. E nani loa KEIA.
Ano pipi I paha ke nā.
Ale pilikia, he mea iki ke kālā, he mea nui ke aloha.
E kunane, e nana aku I KELA. Nui nā puki hoi hoi ma o.
Ale makemake wau e haawi ka puke aia.
Aka makemake oia e helu helu.
O, mahalo no ko manao, ke ho'o hene hene nei la o iau.
Pehea, kukua.
Ai, makemake wau e nana I KEIA ke olu olu.
Ai, hiki no. KEIA.
Ai,
E hia kālā no kena.
aue, a ohe kumuku ai.
Hele wau e nana. E kari iki ke olu olu.
Mai kai, he makana manuai I kena.
E kuli oe.
Ai, hiki. He ho'okahi haneli me ka hapa ke kumuku ai. Pehea, maikai.
Ai, mai ka iloa ke la kumuku ai. Koko oi oi, eia ke keni keni.
O, mahalo nui.
Makemake o i KEIA.
Ai, ke olu olu.
Makemake o I ka wahi.
Ai, ina hiki.
E ai kā komatari. E kaliki puni ai. Kako ki pau ka hana wa anei.
E kuai wau I ka aina wa kia no kākou.
Ai, hiki no, e ke kanaka hau oli.
E no ka makana. Mahalo no ko o ko hele ana mai I ku hale ku ai. Ahui wau aku kako.
Ai, ahui wau aku no.
Was that good? I thought that was fun. We had a lot of fun taping that. Okay, this keawe ahi nui oia, pololi mau oia, ai make nui oia e ai. So everywhere he went, he had this Cinnabon. Poor thing. While we were taping, after that he hated Cinnabons. Wow, lipilikia. Okay, let's begin by looking at responding to the question PEHEA. Oh wait, before we do this, let me explain to you what's going to happen today. I tried for a new look, okay? We're trying to make this look even more pretty and more beautiful. So we got rid of this ugly machine and we're trying to do it with a computer. Now, I need for you to be understanding, okay? If anything should happen, you just laugh, okay? Because I don't want to cry. All right, so we're going to work together. Everyone in this place is going to work together. We're going to try to make this happen, okay? Now, the other thing is, I'm still learning to write with this thing. So if my writing looks really bad, just color mai, okay? Color mai. Hiki no. So let's take a look. Let's start with Kulāiwi Umikuma Kolu. Hiki no. Okay? Kulāiwi Umikuma Kolu. Kiku ai hele makawila Maxwell. Hiki no. Responding to the question, PEHEA. PEHEA. Okay? How's it? How you? PEHEA oi, PEHEA oia. And we open up with Keawe saying, po loli yau. Po loli yau. Yeah? Do we need a translation for po loli? Do you remember what that was? Hungry. I started off with hungry. Because I'm hungry, yeah? Pololi yau. Pololi mau. Okay? Let's take a look at this. Right here, mau. Okay? We put mau in there, and what happens? All of you Kulāiwi viewers should know. Come on, you should be sitting there going, mau, yeah, I know what that is. Always. I'm always hungry, okay? Pololi mau. Maikai. Okay? We're looking at how we can add to a simple sentence like pololio and change the mana'o by just adding one little word, okay? We went from pololio to pololi mau, okay? One little mo and you get always, okay? Let's see what happens if we add something else, okay? Here we have ikaikao. Ikaikao. He says, oye ke kumu ikaikao. That's why ikaikao, okay? I'm strong. Well, if we add this, somebody can be sassy and tell him, ano ikaika oi. How many of you remember what is ano? Ano, kinda, sort of, okay? It also means man or type, or you can always look it up in the dictionary. But in this case, it says kind of. So you kind of strong, okay? Aole ikaika loa, just ano ikaika oi. Okay? So, you know, you can break somebody at any time by telling them, you know, they tell you ikaika vau, and you tell them, ano ikaika oi. Okay? Hikino. Here we have nani oi. Nani oi. We all know the word nani ai. Nani loa oi. If we put in loa, I'm still practicing writing straight lines. This is really difficult, okay? Loa. If you put loa in, what do we have? You are very beautiful. Very. Now look at the position of loa in the back of nani, okay? The only one that goes up in the front is ano. All right? You say pololi, pololiel, pololi mauo, right? Ikaikau, ano ikaika oi. Ano. You see, so you saw how the ano pops up in the front, okay? But when you want to say really loa, nani oi. Nani loa oi, okay? You see this handsome guy walking by, okay, and you say, no hair oya. And your friend tells you, ole, no hair loa oya, okay? Just that one little word, loa, makes it very, okay? One little word like mau means always, okay? But you have to know where to put it. So in this case, you're seeing it go behind the word that describes, okay? Though behind the word that responds to PEHEA, okay? If the question is PEHEA oi, and you want to get cute, yeah, and you say, nani vau, okay? Now some of you are saying, vau, what is that? You said, oh. Sometimes you can say vau. You can say vau, but you cannot write vau, okay? Write au all the time, okay? Because maybe you've heard aloha vau ya oi. Vau, au, same smell, okay? Same thing, all right? So once again, those little words, add to it. Okay, let's take a look at, guess what we're going to take a look at. Using instead of au or oi or oya or a pronoun, let's take a look at what happens when we use a name, okay? Ui loa o kau'i a aka mai loa oya. Okay, we heard that in our little vignette, okay? Here's Kekoa trying to give every reason why Kunani would give a gift to her, because ui loa o kau'i. Ui, okay? Ui, another word for nani, okay? Ui meaning beautiful, so this would be kau'i is very beautiful, okay? And look, in kau'i's name, we have ui, yeah? The beautiful one, kau'i, okay? That's why if your name is kau'i, it's kau'i, okay? Ui loa o kau'i this little right here is just and. Oops, I jammed that up, but that's okay. See, that's one of those things. It's gone, and we can't go get it back. Okay, let's try this one, okay? See, I can save myself all alone. Okay, PEHEA o KOI KELA. PEHEA o KOI KELA. Okay, now, we've had this before. We've practiced pronouns. Our pronouns, oko, mako, kako. Remember those? And everyone's going, I don't remember. Well, then I guess we have to practice, okay? Oi. If you're talking to me, where's oi? You should be pointing at me, right? If you were to ask me, PEHEA oi, and point, PEHEA oi, you should be doing this, PEHEA oi, okay? And I should respond, mai ka'eau, or how oli yau, okay? Or oh, ma luhi luhi, okay? Nah, not ma luhi luhi, it's a Saturday morning, okay? Ma luhi luhi, what else? Oh, ma'i ma'i, yeah, sick. But the point is, oi, oh, if I'm talking to you, I point to you, oi, oh, okay? Oya, oya, he, she, it, okay? Olua, you remember olua? Okay, if I had Joe over here, okay, and you're pointing to me and Joe, that's olua to you, okay? So point to us two and go, olua. You feel it now? Oh, olua, okay. And if I add one more person, we become oko, okay? So you walk into a room and you point to all three of us and you should say, PEHEA oko, And that's what this question said. PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. I KEIA la. I KEIA la. Today. KEIA la. Ikino? Okay. So how are all of you today? What should our response be to you? Think about that. If we want to tell all of you, we're fine. We're fine today. What are you going to say? Well, what are we going to say? Kalamai. Okay? I'll give you a little bit time to think. Okay, time's up. All right, so what would you say if, what, kalamai? Oh, it's just so confusing. I didn't mean to make it confusing. So you all ask us, PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. And me, Joe, and Fred, we all say, mai ka'i mākou I KEIA la. Okay? Are people jumping up and down out there going, I got that, I got that? That's right. Because mākou refers to yourself and these people, not the person who's listening. Okay? So in this case, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about me and these two over here, okay? Me and my phantom friends, okay? Mai ka'i mākou I KEIA la. Let's take a look at that. Okay? Mai ka'i, oh, and we have a little no in here. It's snuck in, okay? No. No just makes it, emphasizes, you know, instead of just being, we're fine indeed today, okay? KEIA la. You know, over here, KEIA la. You could say KEIA po if it was po, okay? No difference between la and po. One gets sun, no more, one no more, okay? La is during the day and po is at night. So we could easily change these, okay? PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. Hanaho, let's ask that question because that's the other thing we should be practicing is to sound hoen. PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. Yeah? It's like pigeon. How you guys today? Yeah? It's not, how are you guys today? Okay? It's, how you guys today? You guys sound kind of ete, okay? How you guys today? PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. PEHEA o kou I KEIA la. Mai ka'i no mākou I KEIA la. Nikino? Okay, mai ka'i. All right. Where are we now? Oh, yes. This is the one that gives all of us a little bit pilikia. What is KEIA, KELA, KENA? What is all those things, okay? Simple. KEIA is this, and KENA and KELA is that. What's the difference between KENA and KELA? There's no difference in mana'o. They both mean that, okay? As opposed to KEIA, meaning this. I was like, you know, you got people who say things like, right on KEIA. That's okay if you really meant this is right on, okay? But if you don't know what you're saying, I'm telling you now, that's what you're saying. Every time you walk around, you go, right on KEIA, and you think you sound real Hawaiian, okay? KEIA is this, okay? And that's why you're singing, all right. But KENA and KELA mean that. And the difference between them is KENA refers to that which is near the person who's listening. So if you point to me and you tell me, what is that? What is that? Okay, this stuff is over here, okay, by me. And you go, what is that? You should say, heaha ke na, okay? Like in no, okay? Na. All right, ke na. So why? Because you're referring to that which is near me. I'm the one listening. I get it? Now, if that was far away, where both of us cannot see, okay? Then it's that is KELA. And you would point to it way over there, away from you and me, and say, heaha KELA. But if it's near me, heaha KENA. Hikino? Okay. Now, if you have any questions about any of this that we're going through, okay, call me. Here on Oahu, 956-5670. And Ohana on the neighbor islands, 1-800-342-7949. Okay, because I'm sure some of this might be confusing when you want to practice. You've been doing it at home and you feel like, oh, you know, you haven't had anyone to practice with. I know that over the summer I kept on getting people come up to me and go, oh, you know, we called a number and nobody's there. That's because he was watching reruns, okay? And nobody was here. Okay, so call if you have any questions. All right, let's take a look at KEIA, KENA, and KELA. Enana oi I KEIA. Okay, I think Kunane says to his friends, Enana oi I KEIA. Well, says to one friend. I can't remember when this was, but Enana oi I KEIA. Nana, to look. So Enana oi KEIA. You remember this A? I know we're supposed to be looking at KEIA, but this A is the command, okay? He mea nani no KEIA. Okay? He mea nani no KEIA. Okay? There's our KEIA. And in this case, remember this pattern? If you had watched the one where Pualei went with her friends to go pick flowers, they point out something and they say, he mea nani no KEIA, okay? But he picks up the Leini Ihau and he says, he mea nani no KEIA, okay? This is a very beautiful thing. Someone points out something, look at this, okay? Look at this. And right in here, in this place, between there, we could have said, Enana mai oi I KEIA. Ikino. And he's showing that Leipupu and Kekoa says, Ano pipi'i paha kena. Okay? We're looking at Ano and Paha now. Remember? Now, Kekoa is talking about that Leini Ihau that's nearby Kunane. Okay? And that's why he refers to that as Kena. PPE, the word for nui ke ka'ala, yeah, expensive, PPE. And so he says, that's what? Ano PPE, perhaps. Paha. Remember Paha? Okay, we have a phone call, so let's check out who that is. Raymond, mai kapahulu, aloha mai.
Aloha mai.
Pehea oi.
Oh, mai kai.
Mai kae.
No.
Oia mau, mahalo.
I have a really confusing between the words of nani and ui.
What's the difference?
Well, they both mean the same, but I'm confused as to how you use it in a sentence. Because I was told that one is for inanimate objects and one is for human.
Okay.
Am I correct or wrong? Could you straighten me out, please?
Well, the question is, what is the difference between nani and ui? I guess that's basically the bottom line. Is beautiful, but with ui, there's something about it that allows you to think it's young and beautiful. And an older woman can be ui too, okay? But most times ui will refer to people, yeah, not to things, okay? So that's most times you're going to hear that. Like you wouldn't say, oh, he ka'a ui kena, okay? Ka'a can be nani, but not ui, okay? People are ui. So whoever told you that, I agree with them that I would use ui for people. And sometimes you hear pua ui, but you know, in that case, the pua is being likened to a child or to a person. And that's why you can refer to it as ui. Okay? Hikino. Let's take a look again. I hope that answered your question. Mahalo. Okay? Enana aku I KELA. I think this is when Kunane points out to the honu on the wall. Okay, because he wanted to buy honu for his friend, his sweetheart. I don't know if she's a sweetheart yet, but I think he'd like that. Okay, that's why he's buying the Leini Ihau. Okay, Enana aku I KELA, and he points to the wall. It's not close to anyone. It's away from, and so it's referred to as that KELA, away. Okay, Enana aku I KELA. See this aku over here? Let me go get my pen. Okay, this aku is to look away. Remember that? Aku. The act makes the action go away. Does it translate? In English, there's nothing to no equivalent to aku. But in Hawaiian, we have it. Okay. Makemake. Oh, yes, my favorite makemake. Everybody wants to know what that is. Makemake oi e ai ka mea ono. Makemake oi e ai ka mea ono. Okay. Remember you hear Keawe at the very beginning of the vignette, he turns around and he tells his friend, you know, after he tells him, Pololi mo oi. You know, Kekoa tells Keawe, oh, Pololi mo oi. And so Keawe eating his cinnabon turns around and goes, Makemake oi ai ka mea ono. Of course, Keiko says aole, because Calvin looked like he was enjoying it a little too much. Okay, mea ono, dessert, cake, something like that. Makemake oi e ai I ka mea ono. Do you want to eat cake? So you remember, we can change over here oi. We can change ai to whatever you want. This is the basic pattern. Makemake, whoever, e, to do whatever, I ka, to whatever. Okay, so that's easy. Here we have another one similar to that. Makemakeo e ku ai I ka makana. Remember when Kunane walks into the store, he tells the saleswoman when she asks him how she can help PEHEA vau e koku ai a oi. He says makemake vau e ku ai I ka makana. Ku ai, anybody remember what that means? To buy. Okay, makana, gift. Hikino. We have a caller from Oahu. Aloha mai.
Aloha.
Aloha. O wai ko inoa.
Aloha no.
Aloha. O wai ko inoa. Are we there?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yes, I have a Macintosh computer, and I noticed that you're using fonts that have the macrons over the vowels.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find a font that will do that for my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which font that is you're using?
Well, there's Coconut Info, and unfortunately I don't have the number here with me, but you know what? Give me a call on the hotline, 842-8059, and I'd be able to give you some information as far as where you can get these kind of fonts, because they're pretty fancy. Yeah, you cannot just put you can put your kako in your okina. You notice my okina all go the right way, okay? Because an okina is in the shape of a C with a dot on the bottom, which is the opposite of an apostrophe. And Macintosh, they're so wonderful. Okay, so anyway, give me a call, 842-8059, and then I can help you. Okay, hikino. And once again, call here on Oahu 956-5670, Kalamai, and our Ohana on the neighbor islands 1-800-342-7949. I just want to watch people walking around, Kalamai, forgot where I was at. Okie dokie. Makemake. Now this is a different kind of makemake sentence. This makemake sentence is not to wanting to do something, but just wanting something, okay? And in this case, it's when Kunane says, Makemakeo ikalei pupu ni ihau. Makemakeo ikalei pupu ni ihau. Oh, brother has expensive taste, yeah? His taste is so pi'i. You wonder how this guy who just graduated from high school got enough money to buy lei pupu ni ihau. He's been saving all his life, okay? Lei pupu ni ihau. Okay, if you don't know what a lei pupu ni ihau is, you have to go down to Kawila Maxwell and check it out. Okay, so you can find out. All right. Makemake oi I KEIA. Okay, so Swahini says, Swahini, you like that? I mixed both of them in. Makemake oi I KEIA. Yeah, do you want this? She shows it to him. Makemake oi I KEIA. Hikino, makemakeo I kalei pupu ni ihau. So you see, this one is simple. I want something. Makemakeo I ka pepa. Makemake oi I ka pepa. Makemake laua, them too. I ka lei pupu ni ihau. Hikino? Okie dokie. Mai kae. Let's go on to our next one. This is a pattern where we commanded people to do things. Action, okay? Ooh, just like the movie kind, yeah. Action. Now, this is to do something, okay? Now, I hear a lot of times people, they think they sound so Hawaiian when they put in front their verbs, okay? And they say, ehele vau da 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 da. You can only use if you really know how to use Now, if you put an in front of an action word, in front of a verb, then you have either a command or a suggestion, okay? Nana kako. Let's take a look. Okay, in this case, we have ehele aku kako. Ehele aku kako. Meaning what? I'm going to let you go. Let's go. Okay? Let's go. Ehele aku kako. E kaliiki o lua. Okay? E kaliiki o lua. Now this is not what it says in the vignette. He says e kaliiki oi, yeah, and he teases Keawe because Keawe wants to go eat at Patty's. Want to go eat at Patty's? Yeah, and Kiko tells him e kaliiki oi. Okay, but I changed it to olua so that you could practice. What is olua? We just had it. You too, yeah. So you too wait a little while. See this little iki over here? Okay, e kali iki olua. Iki no, kali iki olua. Mai kai. E kuli kuli oi. E kuli kuli oi. Yeah, I think this is when Kunane tells Keawe because they cannot find the price tag on the lei pupu ni'ihau, and so she goes off to look. She goes off to look for it, and Keawe tells Kunane, "Mai kai, he manuahi, he makana manuahi KEIA." Okay, did you get that manuahi? Anybody ever heard the word manuahi? Free, yeah. So he kind of plays. He tells Kunane, "Mai kai, he makana manuahi KEIA," and Kunane, he's so embarrassed. This friend Keawe says, "He goes, hey, kuli kuli oi." Okay, kuli kuli. Now, people, let's just talk about the word kuli kuli. Kuli kuli means, actually means noisy. Okay, so I guess telling somebody you're noisy means, indirectly to be quiet. Okay, now this is a strong way of saying be quiet. A nicer way that we would use with children is hamo, hamo. Okay, hamo. I always like to think that it means to take a forever breath, okay? Ha-mo, so that you don't make noise, okay? So try not to tell your babies kuli kuli. Tell them ha-mo. Tell your friends kuli kuli, okay? Hikino. Let's take a look at our next one. E ku'aiau I ka aina vakia. So you see, this is the one where we have a suggestion, okay? These two in the middle were commands, right? E kali iki olua, e kuli kuli oi. This first one was another suggestion. Let's go. Here we have, I'm suggesting, I'll buy lunch. Eku ayo ika aina vakia. Hikino? Okay, let's look at our questions. I am here. I am here. KELA haleku aiho. I am here. KELA haleku aiho. Hikino? Remember, we've had this before, so I'm not going to dwell on this because we just recently had this. Aya KELA haleku aiho, maluna o ka papahele elua. Maluna on top of the second floor. Maluna o ka papahele elua. Hikino. Here we have simple verb sentences. And next week we'll be making these more fancy, okay? Right now we have ikeo, I see. Kokua kona hoaloha, his friend helps. So you see, there's really no tense to it. It's not saying will help, did help, okay? Eia. Remember Eia? Remember our kuene in the hale aina in the restaurant when he hands the salt and he says, Eia kapa'akai? She says, Eia na lole. Keawe says, Eia ke keni keni. He going to help by the lei pupu neia with his change. Thank you, brother. Okay? All right. This is the one I want to make sure we get right. You see this little word over here, ke, kumu. We cannot be talking and saying things like, ike au kumu, okay? You need these little words. In this case, the teacher, ike au ike kumu. Ka pua. Na makana. What is this na? Na means the, ka means the, ke means the. But the difference between these three, ke goes with words that begin with ke. A, e, or o. Okay? Ke au, ke kumu, ke kumu, hikino. Ka goes with everything else, and na is the when you want to make this part plural. So here we have the presents. If it was kamakana, would be the present. Okay? KELA haleku ai. Kena honu. Honu, turtle. Okay? KEIA lei. Hikino. Maikai. You see how this is a use of these. Okay? Ko'ui noa. My name. Kona hoaloha. His friend. Okay? Kouka'a. Now the point of all of this is to make sure that you understand that there has to be an article. In this case, that's these little words over here in front of the nouns, okay? You have to have these words because if you don't, your sentence isn't right. Now, sometimes we'll say, I saw the book. Okay, I saw the book. Ikeo or kalamai. I see the book. Ikeo ikapuke. Okay, and sometimes you just leave it out. Ikeo ipuke. Strange, yeah. So you have to have one of them. One of those things has to pop up in the front. Ke, ka, or na. KELA, KEIA, KENA. Or one of the possessives, depending on what it is that you want to say. But you cannot leave these out, okay? Not yet. When you become Valevaha and you're fluent, you can leave anything out that you think you can, okay? Or that you know you can. But at this point, Kulāiwi too, you're not ready to leave, nothing out, okay? So you have to practice putting it in. We have a phone caller from Honolulu. Aloha mai, Lorraine. Aloha. Aloha mai. Lorraine, wa ha'alele oi. Aloha mai. Okay, hiki no. Wa ha'alele paha oia. Okay. Okay, we're going to take some time for you to practice, okay, what we've gone over. Now this time around, our va no'o no'o, or minuke, remember it used to be called minuke ha'avina. That was junk. It meant lesson minutes. That's junk, okay? So I changed it to be va no'o no'o. So it's a time to think, okay? No'o no'o. Now some of you might think mana'o is a word for think, and mana'o is another word for think. Different kind though. Mana'o is like opinions, ideas, thoughts, okay? No'o no'o is to give some serious thought to a problem, to thinking about something, okay? So for our kava no'o no'o today, okay, let's take a look at it. Now, this is going to be a little bit confusing, but I'm going to take you through it, okay? I've done part of it in Hawaiian because these are things that I think you should know already. And then there's little things in there that are in English so that you can feel safe, okay? And then, once again, something in Hawaiian. So let me, koku a vau ia oko I ka helu helu ana. Hiki no helu helu vau na oko. E hele kākou I ka hale ku'ai o Kuilei. That's the name of the story, yeah? Ka hale ku'ai o Kuilei. Makemake oi I ka poi. Hiki no? Makemake oi I ka poi, because you're going to have a big party tonight, so you need to go buy poi. Aka awe. You don't see it. Ask where it is. So you turn around, you have to ask where the poi is. And play the part of the person working and respond by saying that the poi is on top of the second hakakau, second shelf, okay, hakakau. Ike oi I ka mea hou. You see what? Ka mea hou, something new, close to the cashier. Point and ask him what that is. And he says, this is a turtle, okay? Do you think you can do it? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do this, and then we're going to come back and talk story about something very important. Aoi Aloha. Okay, did you try? Did you say, aloha, makemake wau I ka poi, aia mahea ka poi, and you're supposed to play the part of the person who's trying to sell you this poi, okay, and you say, aia ka poi, maluna o ka haka kau elua. Did you say that? And you're all going, oh yeah, that's what I said, no problem, okay. And then you saw something new and you said, heaha KELA, yeah. Well, actually, Kalamai, you should have said kena, right? Because it was near the person who was selling it. And he said, he honu KEIA. If you got that right, mai kai. We have a caller. Aloha mai. Pehea oi.
Mai ka ino.
Mai kai. O vai ko inoa.
O luka ko ino.
Aloha mai e luka nohea mai oi.
When you said I see, what is the difference with nana?
Look. Look or watch.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hikino? Okay.
Mahalo.
Huyo. Ai. Okay. Let's take a fast look at our vignette again. Okay? And just so that we don't lose it, I want you to see it one more time so you can feel like, yeah, now I know what was going on. Okay? Let's take a fast look at that and then we'll come back. Hui ho.
Pololi o.
Pololi mo oe.
Ai, oe ki kumu I kaiko o. Makemake oe ai ka mea ono?
Ka ole, maala, ma o nau.
Aia mahea ke la hale ku ai hou.
Ka hale ku ai hea.
Ke la hale ku ai hou me na makana Hawaii o Kawila Maxwell. Ike o, he hale ku ai hou. Oia no ka u o lelo.
Ai, aia ke la hale ku ai maluna o ka papahele elua. Koko ki ke ala pi I holo.
Ai, e hele aku kākou. Mai ka ino mako mahalo a o oe?
Paahana no laila haoli wau. Pehea wau e kukua ia oko I KELA.
Makemake wau e kuai ka makana puka kula.
Ai hiki no, he wahine aiole he kane oia.
He wahine.
He aha? He wahine?
Ai, he aha kou pilikia.
A he mea, oe ke la wahine, o kau I.
Ike oe?
E kala mai, e olo oi, e ai mo waho. Mahalo.
E haka pilikia. Ui loa o ka ui. Aka mai loa oia. Oia ke po o KELA o kākou papa.
A oia, oia ke kumu makemake wau e kuai ka makana kui ka wā nāna.
O ai hiki no, e nā lole. He lole nani ki ia.
Ai, he lole nani no ke nā, a ka, pēa ke la.
Na honu, e haawi ana oe na honu I kau I.
Ai, konane. A ole makemake ka wahine ka honu e kau ma ka paia.
E, nāna I KEIA. Makemake wau I nā lei pupuni I hau. E nani loa KEIA.
Ano pipi paha kena.
Ale pilikia, he mea iki ke kālā, he mea nui ke aloha.
E konane, e nana aku I KELA. Nui nā puki hoi ma o.
Ale makemake wau e haawi ka puke aia.
A ka makemake oe e helu helu.
O, mahalo no ko manao. Ke ho'o hene nei la o iau.
Pehea kukua.
Ai, makemake wau e nana I KEIA ke olu.
Ai hiki no. Ki ia.
Ai.
E hia kāla no kena.
Aue, a ohe kumuku ai.
Hele wau e nana. E kali iki ke olu.
Mai kai, he makana manuwahi kena.
E kulikuli oe.
Ai hiki. He ho'okahi haneli me ka hapa ke kuluku ai. Pehea maikai.
Ai, mai ka iloa ke la kumuku ai. Koko wai oe, eia ke keni.
O, mahalo nui.
Makemake o iki ia.
Ai, ke olu.
O makemake o I ka wahi.
Ai, ina hiki.
E ai ka komatari.
E kali iki puni ai. Koko ki pau ka ana ma anei.
E kuai wau I ka aina wakea no kākou.
Ai, hiki no e ke kanaka hau ui.
E no ka makana. Mahalo no ko o ko hele ana mai ku hale ku ai. Ahui ho aku kako.
Ai, ahui ho aku no.
Hikino, WAIWAI o kunane. Was that better? Hikino, let's take a look at our resource that we're looking at today. Okay? WAIWAI. WAIWAI means rich. And it's interesting that the word for rich comes from the word water. For Hawaiians, if you have plenty water, you are definitely wealthy. Okay? So I leave you with that thought today, that if you have plenty wai to grow your crops, to take care of your aina, to take care of your ohana, that's what makes you WAIWAI. Okay? So kia kuapu me o kuapau. Mahalo for watching. Mahalo for being with all of us. Ahui o aku e ku umau keiki. Kononi kale aloha me ti. Ahui o aku. Aloha.